What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday, and welcome back to the Miles and Miles of the Robs fans. Thought that'd be a nice new hook for the channel. But thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. Thank you to all of you that have already subscribe to my channel. You guys rock. My goal is to hit 100 followers by Halloween. I believe we're at 42, so we're on a good pace. But I have a really special video for you guys for today. So if you can quickly hit that like button, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. So thank you guys for that, for the endless support over on Instagram. And for some of you guys that are coming over here, some new followers. Thank you guys big time for all the support. I love you guys. Super appreciated. I'm going to keep pumping out these videos for you guys. It is the start of a long journey, and I'm really excited to be here. So anyway, I have a great video for you guys today. Something I've been very excited about for quite some time now. And just for scale, you can see the massive box that I have here. It is massive. And it is from my friends over at Severin Films, okay? My friends over at Severin Films. Now, this is my July sale haul. And what I will say is I love Severin. And I think they've never been better than they are currently. I know when I first got into serious about, physical media and collecting, oh, my watch just went off. When I first got serious about physical media collecting, and I started to get into the boutique labels like Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow and Severin and all those, Severin felt like one of the, not afterthoughts, because they put out a lot of really good titles, but it felt like one of those companies that just didn't necessarily rise to the top as something like Vinegar Syndrome was. There's a lot more buzz about a company like Vinegar Syndrome or a company like Arrow, who obviously was a bigger company for many years. But for the first time, I really feel like Severin has caught up to the competition. They're doing some incredible things, some incredible releases. I also remember, like, if you guys have been collecting for a while, Severin used to have, like, during their big sales, the worst internet issues ever. And you used to sit there for 2 hours trying to order stuff during the Black Friday sale, etc. And so they kind of had a sour taste. I kind of had a sour taste in my mouth from those times that I was trying to get into them more back in the day, and they would make it difficult. Their old server was horrible. But I stuck with it, and I ended up buying a lot of stuff from them when I first started out, and my Severin collection has grown considerably. I have a ton of stuff, and I adore them. They put out, they specialize in, like, Italian horror. They're moving into a lot of Argento these days, and I happen to love them as a company, and I've always loved them, despite their flaws on the website and things like that. But what I'm going to say now is that Severin has never been more on top of their game. They have risen. The cream has risen to the top. Now, in my opinion, they are right there with Vinegar Syndrome. They are right there with Arrow Video. They have staked their claim in this race as a major player. This year has never been more successful for them as a physical media company. I mean, look no further than Opera. I mean, they put out a 4K of Opera. Getting the rights to that is huge. That is a massive landmark release for them. On top of the fact that they've kind of gotten the note of what we want as collectors in terms of packaging, they've really stepped up their game, and they've really upped the standards on what their releases look like. Especially even like the slipcovers. The slipcovers are getting more and more collectible, thicker, harder. A lot more of what we want as collectors. And I think one thing they're noticing is that I think that a lot of the people that are drawn to Severin are also drawn to Vinegar Syndrome. I think there's a direct correlation between the two companies. I know they don't put out the exact same movies, but cinephiles and people who are really into just movies in general, more, horror movies in general, they want to discover new things. They want to discover more Italian horror. They want to discover more foreign films. I mean, Vinegar Syndrome is doing stuff from all over the place. And so I think there's a natural correlation between the fans of Vinegar Syndrome and Severin, because Severin tends to do a lot of Italian horror. And so you're getting a lot of layover there, and people want, I think they picked up on the fact that people want to have more higher end collector edition type things. And so Severin has done a bang up job in listening to the fans and giving the output a lot more character, a lot more flavor, a lot more of what we want as collectors. And that is, aside from the fact that they're putting out better titles, I think it has, risen or raised the bar for them to a point where they are competing with the best of the best right now. Now, listen, they're not a company like Umbrella who are going to do these massive, incredible releases. But I will say, I'm excited to check out the Opera release. It is a box. It is not a hard box. It is kind of like a cardboardy. But I'm excited to check that out and see what we're working with. I have the Cemetery Man release in here. A lot of stuff that I am really, really excited for. So kudos to Severin for really stepping up their game. I am really excited to check out what I got here. I'll also say this. Yes, I have a pretty solid Severin collection. Probably have about 30 titles from them, maybe more. But I have been backlogged quite a bit for Severin for this reason. As great as Severin has been, and they are fantastic, and they've upped their game incredibly tenfold, they charge a lot for their releases. And I'm not saying it's not worth it, because some of their releases are fantastic, but they charge a lot. Some of these single disc or single movie releases are like $60. And I get it's a 4K, I get it, but that is a lot for one movie. It is a very large amount to pay for just one movie. I get it, there's extras, and these are things that have never been released before on 4K or Blu-ray, whatever. No matter how you slice it, that is a lot of money to pay for one movie. So I shied away for a little bit because I'm not someone who necessarily needs everything on 4K. I upgrade the things that I adore and love to no end, and I will buy something if I don't in 4K if it's released on 4K and I don't have it already on Blu-ray. So in terms of upgrading, there's a select group of titles that I'll actually upgrade, like Halloween, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, like Trick or Treat, a few things like that. But in terms of like 4K in general, I will always opt to get the 4K if it's something I don't have. Or let me backtrack. Opposite, rather. If it's being released in 4K and I don't have it, I will most likely opt to get it in 4K. But because Severin charges so much, and they're charging like $50 for these 4Ks, again, it's for probably a movie that I haven't seen, that I've heard good things about, but I don't necessarily need it in 4K. So I kind of went for the Blu-ray in some situations, because, something like Bad Biology, which Frank Henenlotter, I'm super excited to watch it, but do I need it in 4K? Like, I'll probably watch it once and really enjoy it, and it's great. I'm glad to catalog it, but, like, do I need it in 4K? Probably not. So, I've kind of taken that approach with the 4K stuff because it's so expensive. You could spend $23 on a Blu-ray, have a great experience watching it, great audio, great picture, high definition. Severin does great restoration work, but or you can pay an extra like $17, $18 to get the 4K with packaging, which I'm not saying is bad. If that's something that you're interested in doing, do it. But it's a big price hike to get the 4K with the packaging. So I dabbled somewhat in there, but I didn't do it for everything. And it saved me a lot of money. But anyway, yeah, so I got my Severin box here. I'm super excited. I'm going to dive right in. Thank you guys for hanging out. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. I am very, very excited right now. Let's see what we got. Again, for scale, this is the size of the box that I got. This is just movies. Literally just movies. Someone help me. Send help. I have no shelf space left. I don't know what to do. I either gotta get a house or I gotta get more shelves. Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. Alright, I'm just going to open this stuff, show you, put it down, and let's see. Popcorn, as you can see. I'm glad they did it, but it's a horrible cleanup when you got all this popcorn. Alright, so I'm just gonna go right into it. I don't even know how to go about doing this, so let's just go. Alright, right off the rip, ooh, nice. Sinful Dwarf. I heard this is a blast of a good time. Now, I also want to say this about the Severin sale. This was such a phenomenal sale. This was $7, if I'm not mistaken. $7. I heard great things about this movie, and this is kind of like what I was talking about, right? I'm sure there's rumors there's going to be a 4K of this coming out shortly. Sinful Dwarf, again, like, maybe I'll take a look at that if I really, really like the movie, but, like, it's Sinful Dwarf. Like, do I need a 4K of it? Probably not. Again, I will definitely take a look, because if I love it so much, maybe I will, but as far as I'm concerned right now, $7, Blu-ray, let's get it. Adults only, strictly 3,000 copies of this edition. Very cool. You see the sticker on there. All right, 1 of 3,000, that's kind of cool. Robo War, I believe this is Claudio Fragasso, if I'm not mistaken, who I love. Yeah, Claudio Fragasso. Co-written. If you guys are unfamiliar, Claudio Fragasso is the guy who did Troll 2, which is like one of my favorite cult films of all time. So I'm really excited about that. Anything Claudio Fragasso, I tend to love. Legacy of Blood looks fun. Again, most of these titles were $7. Like, how do you go wrong with $7? Warriors of the Year 2072. Lucio Fulci film. Absurd. Now, to my understanding, this Joe D'Amato film, this is the sequel to Anthropophagus, which I haven't seen either. Really cool artwork on that. So you got Absurd, and somewhere in here is Anthropophagus, which I haven't seen, but I hear they're gory and goopy and incredibly fun. That too is cheap. I want to say like $10 for both of them. Action Mutante. This is a perfect example of a movie that I wanted to watch, and I wanted it pretty badly, and I'm really excited to watch this movie. It looks like such a good time. But Severin did a 4K edition of this. It was with a slipcover, and it was like $40. Like $40. I can get like a limited edition, hardbox edition from Umbrella for not far off from that price. So to get a movie like Action Mutante, which I'm not saying is going to be bad. I have a feeling I'm going to love this movie. But do I need to spend $40 on it? No. The answer is no. So I spent like $19.99 and got the standard Blu-ray. And it's got the black case, and it looks awesome on the shelf. You know, again, $20 is a big difference. Anyway, another perfect example, Spider Labyrinth. They're doing 4Ks of all these. Again, I have a feeling this is going to be one of my favorite titles that I watch out of this entire box. I heard it was awesome. They put out all this merch from it. But do I need it in 4K? The answer is no. You might, if you're someone that really loves this movie, and I'm sure I will too, maybe you want it in 4K. Who am I to say? But I just don't think I need it, to be honest with you. So yeah, Spider Labyrinth, really excited for that. I got one blank case, just because you never know. It's good to have. I like the black cases. All right. Blood for Dracula. Andy Warhol Presents. Looks fun. It was okay, but again, for $7, that might have even been cheap. Might have been like $5. Castle of the Living Dead, Christopher Lee movie from, let's see, 1964. Is that Donald Sutherland as well? Yeah, Donald Sutherland, Christopher Lee. I mean, come on. For $7. Looks really fun. All right, let's keep going here. Alien from the Abyss. This is a back catalog title that I just had been eyeing for a little while. Pick that up. Oh, there it is. Anthropophagus, this is like Joe D'Amato film, like one of the titles I'm most excited for. Look at that art, man. It's just cool. You know it's going to be a good time with art like that. Oh, yeah. Looking at these stills in the back. It's a guy eating guts. You guys can see that right there. It's like eating someone's innards. Let's get it, man. I'm really excited. Yeah, here you go. Bad Biology, another title. Again, Frank Henenlotter, can't go wrong. But do I need it in 4K? No, the answer is no. Like, I'm going to watch it in Blu-ray. And the good thing is about getting the Blu-ray is, like, listen, if you want to get it in 4K, you can always upgrade. But chances are you're not. I'm kind of getting to a point with collecting where like I have so much that there are certain films that I'm gonna get the box set release. I'm gonna get the definitive edition, but for a lot of things, I'm okay getting the standard Blu-ray, especially in a black case. Like that to me feels more premium for whatever reason. So yeah. Next, Kathy's Curse. I thought I got a different edition of this. I got the 4K Ultra HD of Kathy's Curse, which ended up being cheaper than normal because of the box, the whole debacle with the box. But I thought it came with the booklet as well. Maybe that's on the inside. But Kathy's Curse was one that I had heard was fantastic. So I did get the 4K of that, and it wasn't too crazy because the original version with the hard box, there was a slew of issues with it. It didn't work, and people were pretty pissed. So I ended up they were selling the hard box for it with the light up eyes separate for like $7.50, and they put a little note saying it could be dented, whatever. $7, I don't really care. I'll get the limited edition packaging. So the 4K was cheaper, and I got the box for cheaper. Anyway, Mansion of the Living Dead. Jess Franco. Midnight, which I hear is excellent. Now, I thought I got the slipcover for this. I could have sworn maybe the slipcovers are at the bottom? I don't know, but I could have sworn I got the slipcover. Let me check real quick. That's my phone. My phone's right here. I'll check that after, but I could have sworn I got the slipcover edition of this. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that. Anyway, Peanut Butter Solution, which I hear is excellent. I think it's like a kid's movie. The kid flick that scarred a generation, now on Blu-ray for the first time ever in America. Yeah, it's supposed to be really awesome, a lot of fun. So Peanut Butter Solution, not the one with Shia LaBeouf. Raiders of Atlantis, Ruggiero Deodato. So, it's going to be good. This is massive, guys. More Christopher Lee goodness, Crypt of the Vampire. I think that was like $7. Black Cat looks awesome. Looks like a lot of fun. See that really cool, like, diseased person up there, or whatever it is. Definitely gonna be some body horror in that one, which you guys know is my favorite. All right. This I'm really excited about. This is an early Severin release. You can see by the slipcover on it. Don't Go in the House. Slip with the artwork on there. Really excited about this one. It got great reviews. It's supposed to be a lot of fun. Genuinely disturbing as a depiction of one man's downward spiral into insanity. It makes for frequently unsettling viewing. Really excited about that. Again, I think this was like the best deal of the entire sale. I think I got it with the slip for like $7. Maybe, I don't know. There were a couple titles, I don't remember exactly which ones they were, that were like absurd prices. Invasion of the Blood Farmers. This had the old Severin packaging on it. I think that's the old packaging, I don't know. That the rainbow up top. So it's an older title. Really excited about that. This was a blind buy, the Plaga Zombie trilogy. I think, again, this was like $9.99. It's a triple pack, shot on video, fun trilogy. Like, again, will I love it? Who knows? But it was $9.99 for a trilogy of movies with a slip. And I'm sure I will like it. I'm sure it'll be a good time. All right, we're hitting just about the 20-minute mark. Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. I've seen this movie. It's okay. It's fine. It's fun. So I wanted to catalog it. It's a good time. Great art on that. Ooh. All right. So Argento's Deep Cuts. This was a summer release. They just released it. Films by Dario Argento, Lamberto Bava, and Luigi Cozzi. I mean, come on with that. Disc 1, you get Dario Argento, My Cinema Part 1 and Part 2. Disc 2, you get Dario Argento, Master of Horror. Italy's Master of Horror, quoted by the New York Times. The North American disc premiere. Dario Argento has had a profound impact on horror. He is the maestro directly from Fangoria. So this is Dario Argento created projects for RAI TV that broadcast his singular vision of terror into millions of Italian homes. Door into Darkness is the top-rated 1973 anthology series produced and hosted by Argento, yada yada. So this is kind of like a TV series, and I knew little about it before it was released, so I'm really excited to watch that. Really cool artwork there with Argento on the front. A younger Argento on the front. I wish they did a slip for that, but whatever. Raiders of the Living Dead. This I have not seen, but I really like the art on this, and I went for it. I went for the 4K on this one. Obviously, I'm really gonna like it. The trailer was fun, and I really, really like the artwork on the slip. It's really cool. All right, we're getting into the slip type stuff. Nightmare. Again, this was a Severin title. I don't remember which ones were cheaper and which ones were not, but there were some titles that were so cheap. It might have been this, it might have been Midnight, I don't remember, but this was like, one of the titles was like $10, and these are like recent releases. Midnight, Nightmare, these are recent releases. Okay, I might have paid full price for this one, I don't remember, but I heard great things about this one, so I'm really excited about it. Really cool art on there too. Nightmare. I think it's like a psychological horror type movie. Look at the art on the back. That's awesome. All right, Nosferatu in Venice. Again, this was like $7 with the slip. I mean, come on. Klaus Kinski. Dracula vs. Frankenstein. Again, super cheap. And then Boss. I'm pretty sure this was like $7. I keep saying that because so much of this was so cheap. This has an embossed slip, man. Like, this is beautiful. Dracula vs. Frankenstein. This is going to be such a good time. Brain of Blood. Oh, man. For the price, you literally... Look at the artwork on that. On the Blu-ray art. Oh, my goodness. This is a great buy. I remember it at the time. Oh, okay. So this was a July release. This was really specifically for the July sale. The movie was already put out, the last horror film. But like I said, I had been backlogged on Severin for quite some time because there was so much that I needed to get. So I passed on it the first time. I think it was billed as Maniac 2, if I'm not mistaken. And it was billed as that, and they did a whole other slipcover, which was really cool. And I was bummed I missed out on it. But it paid off because I waited, and they did this new hardbox type edition of the movie with the last horror film, billed as the last horror film, not as Maniac 2. And the artwork is very cool, fantastic. I'm really excited to watch this. I heard great things. It's got the booklet. It got the the treatment. So that is probably one of the more titles I'm more excited about here. Devil's Honey, Lucio Fulci film. I think this is a blind buy. I didn't hear much about it, but it looks fun to me. Again, Lucio Fulci, can't go wrong. Let's keep the party going here. Oh yeah, all right. Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker. I heard awesome things about this. Giallo slashery type, if I'm not mistaken, with wicked art on there, embossed. And this is what I'm talking about when I say Severin has really upped their game. These slips are gorgeous. This is what I think of when I think of Vinegar Syndrome and why people are drawn to them so much. It's because they're doing these editions not just in standard Blu-ray, but they're giving it this top-notch packaging treatment. Which again, say what you want, you might not care about that, whatever. I really am drawn to limited edition packaging, and it feels a movie like Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker. I've never seen, okay, but it feels so premium to me with this kind of a slip that it gets me excited for the movie. Call me crazy, but that's just the way I am. Here we have the creme de la creme, the crown title of the sale, Dario Argento's Opera. Now, give it up for Severin, who are upping their game pack. This is a hard box. Awesome stuff. Dario Argento's Opera in 4K. I do own the definitive edition. I did own the definitive edition of this movie prior. I forgot who put it out, but it was a slip box type situation. And I wanted to upgrade it. I'm a huge Argento fan. I upgraded Tenebrae. I upgraded Deep Red, Profondo Rosso. So I've done my fair share of upgrading his stuff just because I am a big fan. And Opera was no exception. So I upgraded it. Yeah, really cool. I actually had a chance, like roughly 2 years ago. I'm just really excited for this. Like the embossed font. About 2 years ago to go see Claudio Simonetti and Goblin perform the score of Suspiria alongside the movie. That was at, I think, Terminal 5. And that was sick. That was so much fun. Huh. I did not know this. Kudos, Severin. Anyway, Claudio Simonetti and Goblins was fantastic. And they did a little concert after the movie where they showcased, they did like Phenomena and Deep Red and Tenebrae and Opera. They did all the scores, like, and they did, I think they maybe they even done Halloween. But it was a blast. But yeah, another Lucio Fulci film, The Psychic. Now, when I ordered this, I didn't know it was a slip box. I thought it was just a slip cover. This rules. This is sweet. Hell yeah, it's got a booklet and everything. I'm glad I paid for the 4K. Hell yeah, The Psychic. I heard this is a really cool movie. Oh baby. This is, a lot of people are saying this is like this is Severin's crown jewel release, like their best release ever. And I had a buddy who was a huge collector for many years that I used to work with. He showed me a lot of the ropes when I first started collecting. He said to me when they put this out, I didn't jump on it right away, but he said to me, I'm thinking about, he stopped collecting because he had a baby and all this stuff. And he goes, if I was ever going to come out of retirement, it'd be for Delamore. And I don't think he did. He decided against it because he didn't want to get swept up again. But I've heard nothing but incredible things about this movie. This apparently is like their crown jewel release of all time. And the fact that this put out is people are freaking out over. Michelle Suave. So I am very excited to watch this one. In fact, this could be my first watch from this haul that I end up watching. Anyway, yeah, Delamore, Cemetery Man. Gorgeous artwork. All right. Definitely getting down here. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Baskin. This movie looked awesome. I think it's a foreign film. I didn't know much about. It is released by Severin. And it just looked really cool. It got really great reviews. Like, it's supposed to be very, like, shocking. Really great reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got like a weird slip on it. But it was cheap. I think it's like $7 also. Did I get the DVD? No, it's a Blu-ray. It's a weird case. Yeah, like this is a good example of maybe something. Maybe I'll put this in the black case that I got, the extra black case. Anyway, Baskin, supposed to be really cool. Okay, so this is the. Let's see if there's any damage on it. Oh, that's nothing. Wow. So these, wow, really cool. I'm very glad I bought this. So as I mentioned before, Kathy's Curse, they did this like light up box. This doesn't even, I don't even think this is a light up box. You know what I'm wondering? This is very interesting. There's no way this is the same light up box that they sold. There's no way. There's no spot for it to light up. Like, there's no place for like a battery or anything. Unless there's something in here. I don't know. Whatever the case might be, they released these Kathy's Curse limited edition light up boxes. and people were freaking out over it, and it didn't work anywhere. So they on the sale, they released like a $7. They're like, all right, there might be some damage to it, but here we're releasing the box set. There's no damage to this. This is something. I mean, there's a little like spine crease. It wouldn't shock me if I bought something new and it came like this. This is pretty standard when you're dealing with these movie companies and send out a lot of the time. Not that I want it to happen, but it's pretty standard, I'd say. So I got the box. It looks brand new, which is great. And I kind of thought that'd be the case. Oh, Severin sticker. Cool. Yeah, see? Boom. I knew I ordered the Midnight Slip. There it is. I'll have to put that on. I wonder if they like had to print out new ones because so many people bought the movie. That this is one of the great deals of the sale. I'm really bad at this. I'll have to put that on. Yeah, I wonder if they like printed out more. That might be it, guys. Let's see. That might be it. Just at the 31-minute mark. Yeah, I think that's it. So that is my Severin summer sale haul. It was massive. There's a lot here. I have so much here. I'm really excited. Hit me up in the comments, guys. I want to hear what you guys think. Those of you that maybe bought something in the Severin sale, maybe some of you guys that saw something you like, already own some of this stuff. I want to definitely talk to you guys in the chat down below about what you guys think of my haul. Anything you saw you really liked. And if you guys can hit that like button, please subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends about it. That would be super awesome. The goal is 100 subscribers by Halloween, and we're at 42. All right. So Severin summer sale in the books. Appreciate you guys. Much love, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.